motion, yeah.
Matchup, the Jaguars are hosting the undefeated Knights of Marian University. Hello, everybody. I am Zamar Tompkins, and with me here today is probably one of my absolute favorite Jaguars, one of my favorite people walking around this campus. I wanted to do like a huge intro, but I can't even find the words. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Tonisha T. Mack is in the building.
As always, appreciate being here. I love you guys taking opportunities with me. So
I'm going to try my hardest not to mess this up because I'm really excited. But you ready to talk about some basketball?
Let's talk about some basketball.
Let's get into it. The Jaguars are coming in here. They do have a little bit of a disappointing record, but it's very early on in the season. The last two games have not been bright spots, to say the least. But is there a silver lining in what we're doing so far?
Yeah, as a coach, you always want to make a tough non-conference schedule. So Kokomo, William Penn, Grace number 2, and now Marion, you play that tough schedule so you can kind of have some success in the CCAC and get your guys prepared for it.
All right, and we talking about success that we're looking for. Do we have any standouts for the Jaguars so far?
Yeah, we got number 22, Yemi Olutulu. He's shooting 54% from the field. He's shooting 13 for 24 in front of the 3. You got senior Jaden Levy coming in, shooting 60% from the field. You got senior LaShawn Gitz coming in, shooting 100% from the foul line, 52% from the field. Those are big numbers. And then, of course, the big dog, the freshman coming in at Vincent Davis, shooting 56% from the field and 50% from the 3. That's a great stat line as a freshman.
All right, and we look like we're getting ready to get going on the floor right now. I know Phil Smith is just about ready to get the show going, so I'm going to throw it down to him, and we're going to get starting lineups, and we're going to come back with keys to the game. Don't go far.
Between Marian University and your Governor State University Jaguars. At this time, will you please rise for the playing of our national anthem? And now the starting lineups first from Marian University. At one guard, a junior number 0 from Hamilton Heights, Gus Atchison. A senior at 6'1", number 11, Maximus Gizzy. From Greencastle, Indiana, number 12, Brody Whitaker. From Batavia, Ohio at 6'11", number 14, Jackson Ames. And round out the lineup from Johnstown, Ohio, number 44, redshirt sophomore Gavin Foe. The head coach is Scott Hetty, assisted by Winston Yergler, Bailey Barrett, and Wes Stowers. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Governor State University Jaguars. The point guard from Hyde Park, number 4, LaShawn Dantzler. The captain at 6'4", a senior, number 12, Kyle Jackson. A junior from Griffith, Indiana, number 13, Dakari Graham. From Chicago at 6'5", Yemi Ilotilo. And rounding out the lineup, exciting freshman from HF, number 32, Vince Davis. Head basketball coach in his 9th season is Tony Bates. Associate head coach, Aubrey V. Belois. Assisted by Brandon Moore, Sterling Big Shot Fields, and Adam Deadeye Taylor. Your officials are Trent Eshelman, Rich Driscoll, and Joe Ewers. Welcome to Governor State University. You are at the Arc.
All right, and you do have your starting lineups. The ball's out there, so let's real quick give them the keys to the game for a victory for the Jaguars. Coach, let's do this. Key number 1 for the Jaguars, rebounds.
You got to rebound the ball. You got to get at least 20% more than the other team. You got to box out. You got to get the rebound.
All right, and as the tip goes up, Marion does win the tip, and the key number 2 for the Jaguars is going to be passing around.
Yeah, assist is the big stat line that we look for as coaches. You share the ball, you knock down shots. That means we're making shots and we're actually moving without the ball.
And key number 3 for the Jaguars is going to be discipline.
Yeah, that's a big one for each coach. You stay disciplined on the scouting report, especially against they go a 3 by Kyle. That's a good shot. But you got to stay disciplined because you know the scouting report with good teams like this, if you make one mistake, they're going to come in and they're going to capitalize on it. So staying disciplined is key.
1,000%. There you have it. The Jaguars didn't even wait for the Keys to get a lead in this one. Marion moving it around, trying to respond. The shot is up, and it is good by Brody Whitaker. Sean Dantzler bringing it up for the Jaguars. He's directing traffic. The captain, Kyle Jackson, with it. Getting the screen from Yemi. Back to Kyle Jackson.
Knock it down, Kyle.
No good.
Oh, good offensive rebound.
I like the athleticism I'm seeing right
There
now.
goes Yemi with that key of the game, Z. One of them's rebounder.
That is. I'll count pass it around too, because the rim counts as the player. If you want to be technical.
If you want, that's an assist off the rim, Z.
I'll take it.
There you go, Vincent.
They dump it down low and do get the bucket from Jackson Ames. A lot of back and forth so far. Both teams getting buckets, and it's going to be interesting to see who can pull away. Kyle Jackson being very aggressive. No good on that one.
Very aggressive.
I really like Kyle's game. I think him being aggressive is going to be a game changer for this team this year.
Yeah, as much as you want to be aggressive on the offensive end, you got to be disciplined on the defensive end. So you're going to be that aggressive, you got to get some stops on the defensive end.
And speaking of discipline and being on the defensive end, they kind of caught a break there. No good on the long jumper. The Knights headed back the other way.
The talk.
Step back 2 is good by Gus Etchison. And they take the lead from the Jaguars.
Those are the little disciplines that you got to have in transition. You got to know where their shooters and their scorers are.
How early on in the season are you expecting that kind of stuff to figure itself out for this team?
At this point in the season, it should be there. You practicing every day. You got to know transition. You got to know scouting report, and that's that discipline we talked about for Keys. You know scouting report, that won't happen.
Totally agree. Knights headed back the other way. Again, Jaguars catch a lucky break. They're still trying to figure out in transition a bit there.
Transition is a part of the game. It's very hard. It takes a lot of communication. So we got to start talking at half court. We got to start pointing out who we have, and that back row got to talk to their teammates.
And I'm going to point it out a little. I feel like it's a huge part of what we want to do, because I know Coach Bates like to run. So transition, y'all have got to be ready. And the shot is swatted. Jaguars will maintain possession here.
Yeah, it looked like Vincent giving up a couple of inches in that post right there. Like Coach Bates just yelled out, he's 6'9".
Yeah, you can't forget about that.
There you go, Vincent. There you go, Vincent.
And Vincent Davis strikes back. Jaguars reclaim the lead. Knights bringing it up. Gus Etchison doing the honors.
That's that miscommunication right there.
And as much as the Jaguars are a little discombobulated with their transition defense, the Knights have yet to make them pay for it. Kyle Jackson with it up top. Hands off to Dantzler. Bakari Graham with it. Dantzler goes baseline. Yemi goes baseline. And can't get anything to go on that one. Etchison with the three. He shot that like he knew that was going in.
With a quick release. With a quick release.
If I'm the Jaguars, if I'm anybody wearing orange right now, I'm taking that personal.
You got to look out for number 0.
Ooh, and Jaguars just not on the same page with that one.
Yeah, that happens early in the season. They'll figure it out. He just keep posting. They make a dribble over a little more. It's a better entry pass, but they'll figure it out. That's a good read, though. A good read. You want it to go in there.
Jaguars getting some substitutions here. Jeremiah Johnson and Jalen Levy both checking in. Marion also getting some substitutions here.
Got to stay disciplined on number 0.
Good hands on the pick and roll, but they gambled on the steal.
Box out.
It's a big guy to box out, but somebody's got to do it.
Somebody has to do it, Z.
Got a kick ball violation. Marion is going to maintain possession. Knights looking to add to their small lead that they have right now.
Ooh, that's a hard screen. Ooh-wee.
They gotta keep an eye on Gus, man.
They gotta deny that kid. Get a hand in his face. He gotta be shooting between all 5 fingers.
And out of bounds, a bit of a controversial call on that one, but Marion University will take possession. Gus Etchison checks out of the game. He's earned himself a break. This might be a nice time for the Jaguars to try to capitalize. The hot hand for the Knights is checked out.
Yeah. Get big stop right here and get a quick score. Get another stop, and that cuts it short right there. Good back screen.
Maximus Gizzy scoring on the back door there. Jaguars looking to respond. Johnson with it, uses the screen from Davis. Nick McCosh for 3. No good.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Jalen.
And that is one thing I like about Jalen Levy. He's going to fight every time.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. He's a tough kid, on and off the court. So, yeah, that's not surprising that you say that about him.
I feel like he's definitely one of the engines that makes this team go.
Yeah, you always got to match effort. Him and Nick, they work hard, so it makes the other players go hard as well.
Jalen with the inbound. Headed downhill, kicks out to Nick McCosh. Vincent Davis inside. He's clobbered and earns a trip to the line. The foul is on Nolan Foster.
Vince Davis at the line, shooting 2.
Davis with 2 free throws. No good on the first.
And the ball game with Jaguars number 21.
Zala Coffer White checks in for the Jaguars, giving Yemi a break as Davis knocks down the second free throw.
There you go, Vince.
Marion trying to set up some offense here. The three-pointer is good by Josh Bryan. And the Jaguars have got to figure something out defensively.
Yeah, they got to read those screens better. They're setting some really good screens on the offensive end for Marion.
Johnson probing. No good on that too.
Stop ball.
Jaguars get a chance to set up the defense here.
Come on, y'all.
Knights moving it around the perimeter. Out of bounds. Jaguars take possession here. As Ben Underwood is checking in for the Jaguars, giving Vince Davis a break. Jeremiah Johnson bringing it up for the Jaguars. Almost a turnover there.
Yeah, they can't afford that.
Zalakoffer White on the drive. He hands off and turnover.
Yeah, when they get 2 feet in that paint like that, we're GSU. We're good enough to elevate up and knock that little mid-range bunny shot down.
Ooh. And looks like an offensive foul down low for Ben Underwood.
I think they got that us on the jet. Yeah, they got that on us on the throwback. He's fighting with them down there, and you want to be physical down there, Z.
You got to. I tell you what, they lucky I ain't in there.
Hey, you got it. Now you need a jersey.
I've been trying to tell y'all for about 5 years now.
There you go, Nick.
No good on the three-pointer. Jaguars headed back the other way in a hurry. And the two-pointer, no good. Jaguars get the rebound. Nick McCosh. And we got a foul before the shot. And the foul is on Ben Henderson of Marion University. Underwood for 3.
They got to find 0.
Ooh. And a foul on Jeremiah Johnson. I was just about to say I like the defense right before the whistle blew.
I mean, you'd rather play tough defense than let him walk to the basket with the way he been shooting the ball.
1000% agree. I just want them to play with their feet, not their hands.
But not their hands, because that turned into points too, right?
Very much so. Another whistle's blown here. Knights maintain possession. Ooh. I think everybody in the gym wanted to travel there.
You want to know what I saw, Z?
What you see?
I seen him jump off one foot and land on the other. I don't know if that's a travel, just like a Euro step, right?
I saw the same thing. I
And
wasn't expecting the whistle
yeah,
to be blown.
I wasn't expecting it either. But the crowd wanted that travel, though.
I mean, I would expect that here in the Arc, you know, just because, you know, we rooting for the people with the orange jerseys on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the Jaguars got to find a way
Get in there.
to
Ooh.
play for the win and not argue with the referees in
Yeah.
situations. So,
Yeah, that's never a good plan.
and the three-pointer is up and it is good by Ben Henderson.
That's a tough, great shot. That's good defense, and that's just good offense. That was a contested shot that's made.
Yes, it was. And we're going to take a quick break in our broadcast, courtesy of Governor State University. Jaguars down big. Scores 8-20. Knights up. We are in the Arc. Don't go far. All right, and we are back, and this much-needed timeout for the Jaguars has given them a chance to devise some sort of a plan. I'm hoping I see something good from the Jaguars out of this timeout.
Yeah, they're going to come out. Coach Bates is getting them together. You got to get settled. When you're playing against good teams, the first couple of minutes you be riled up. But once you get settled, the Jaguars will start finding their groove. But Marion's making some tough contested shots, though. They're making some tough contested shots with some good defense and some good offense. So we just got to get settled in and see where the next couple of minutes go.
1,000% agree. I will say during the timeout, I saw something I like very much, and that's Mr. Kyle Jackson taking his duties as captain very seriously.
Yeah, you always want to make sure your leaders lead. Make sure your captains hold everybody accountable and the team responds to it. So that's good to see, too.
And let's see how they do respond. And we got a jump ball situation here on the floor. And Marion is gifted the possession. Max Gizzy handing off. And we got a traveling violation on the floor. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. Now let's see if Governor State can execute on that turnover.
They got the stop they want. Now we need to get the bucket we want. Jeremiah Johnson bringing it up. Inside to Nick McCosh. We got a foul. And it looks like it is before the shot.
Ooh.
That's a tough one, but Jaguars do maintain possession. No good on the mid-range two. Gizzy bringing it up for the Knights.
I think that's a frustration foul.
I would definitely agree. And he's going to check out of the game, and Yimmy's checking in. I think it kind of goes back to what we've been talking about, which is one of the keys to the game, discipline. And Jaguars finding a way to be disciplined on defense. I've been seeing a lot of gambling so far.
And a lot of hard closeouts. You can't run past those shooters.
Ooh, Gizzy takes a hard fall. And he's fouled by Jeremiah Johnson. That's 2 on him. Max Gizzy at the line shooting free throws here. First of 2 free throws is good for Gizzy. Deshaun Dantzler checking in for the Jaguars.
Got to box out.
Second free throw is good for Gizzy. Dantzler bringing it up for Gov State. And the drive
There
by
you go,
Jalen
Jalen.
Levy. Again, I feel like he's one of the engines to get this team to go. So if that's going to be the spark we need.
And I think that goes off that toughness that you said about, too. He took the contact and focused on finishing and making a basket and not thinking the ref is going to make a foul call.
And the Jaguars just rolled out the red carpet for Max Gizzy on that one. Jalen Levy with it, looking to dump it down low to Ben Underwood. He does. Get it to Nick McCosh.
Strong move, Nick.
No good, and the Knights headed back the other way. Looks like they want to dump it down low. A drive and kick. No good on the three, but the Knights do get a second look at it here.
Yeah, if Nick giving up those extra inches in the post, he got to put a body on number 14.
Yeah, that's a tall task with him being 6'11". You see right there, his height is just providing an advantage, just giving him extra rebounds that the Jaguars just can't deal with right now.
Got to put a body on Ames.
And a scoop shot, no good right there for the Knights. Dantzler pushing it for the Jaguars. A lot of contact there.
A lot of contact.
Bates wanted that whistle. I gotta agree.
Ooh. There you go.
Big rebound by Ben Underwood. Gimme pushing for the Jaguars.
Ooh. You know what I noticed, Z, that like when you're playing in competition, what refs have told me in games, that when it looks like the players are trying to create their own contact and look somewhat out of control, they won't call it. So, you know, maybe that was what they saw when we penetrated to the basket and the contact was there, but maybe he shied away from it, so they didn't give him a call.
That makes a lot of sense. I do like it when the referees kind of just let the game figure itself out, but also I do like it to be safe, so I want the referees to kind of insert themselves at some point here.
You know, when it's your turn to get the foul calls, you want it that way. When it's not, you want them to let us play it. So I get it. I'm one of those type of people too, Z.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm very biased as the shot goes up and it's good for the Knights. I want all the calls to go the Jaguars' way. It just ain't realistic, though.
It just ain't. Marion is hot from the three-point line. We got to start contesting those shots, and we got to start knocking down some of our own.
Yeah, I think the Jaguars are really having a tough time figuring out the best shot for them tonight. The outside's not working, the lane's clogged up, and the whistles aren't being blown for them, so they just going to have to work hard to figure it out.
And I think that's where you came in with your
Jaguars on a fast break.
There it goes.
That's a bright spot for them, and the Marion Knights want to call a timeout to put a shadow on that bright spot. So we're going to allow both teams to come up with a game plan, and we're going to take a break. The score right now is 12 for the Jaguars, 27 for the Knights. Don't go far. We will be right back. We are in the Arc. We are back. The Knights with possession here and the lead. Jaguars look to ramp up the defense a bit here.
Watch that screen.
And another shooter left wide open. Josh Bryan, the culprit this time.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. Especially when the Knights are shooting it from the 3 like that.
Vincent Davis on the drive. He gets the contact the Jaguars have been looking for. And he's got a trip to the free throw line for 2.
I'm seeing a lot of and-ones that we're missing. The rim is just not liking us today. That ball went in and popped right back out, didn't it?
It sure did. I tell you what, though, we got 5.5 minutes to see if we can get some better luck on this side.
Come on, Vince. Goal is to, with 5 minutes to go, to get this to 10, get it to 10 or under 10, and go into the locker room with a little bit of momentum coming out for the second half. But you got to make free throws.
You definitely got to make free throws. They free. I always say if somebody going to give you something for free, you get 2 of them.
And you better take it. That's a good closeout. That's a good contested shot.
Good defense, better offense. Josh Bryan knocks down the 2 there. Dantzler kicks it to Yemi. Davis with it. They find Kyle Jackson. Pete uses the screen.
Good, Vincent.
Vincent Davis cleaning up the mess down low. Knights taking their time here. They find Josh Bryan open for 3. And he's making the Jaguars pay once again.
Those uncontested threes are hurting us right now.
Hurting me personally. I'm getting upset every time I see one.
It leaves that hand and looks good.
Yemi for 3.
There you go.
He knocks down 1.
Now you got to get a stop.
Nice moving it around up top. Ooh, he wanted that one to shoot it again.
It didn't look like it. Looked like he was going to let that one go, Z.
He's looking like a tough. Ooh, Vincent Davis with the steal. Jaguars got numbers.
And 1.
Ooh, I think you're right about this rim. Vince can't get the bucket to go in transition, but he does find himself back at the free throw line here.
Yeah, he got to make these. He got to knock these down.
Yeah, he's a frequent visitor here tonight to the free throw line. No good on the first one. Sean Gist checking in for the Jaguars.
Yeah, I can hear Coach Bay saying, "We need these. We need these. Those are big. This is 4 free throws missed in a row."
Yeah, he's literally the only one for the Jaguars making it to the free throw line. So I hate to say it, but the free throw battle has been on his back so far.
There you go. Good D, good D.
Way to play defense by committee on the big guy there. Dantzler dumps it down low, back outside to Graham. He drives, and he loses it. And the Knights get another bucket in transition. They wanted the whistle, too. No luck.
I think we're getting too deep in the paint. I think we're getting too deep to try to get to the rim for a layup when we can knock down that 8-footer, that 10-footer, and we got to start knocking those down. Because Ames in there, you replace 6'10 with 6'11 coming off the bench.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Vince.
Vince Davis He don't care how tall nobody is. He gonna get the bucket right there.
Yeah, they got to bring Ames out the paint, and then Vince got to go to work. You bring him out the paint, that give a lot of room for everybody to get in there and work.
Three-pointer, no good that time. Vince Davis with the rebound. Dakari Graham with it. He drives baseline. He gets fouled. He's on his way to the free throw line here. Foul is on Ben Henderson of the Marion Knights. And we got a full timeout on the floor courtesy of Marion University. So we're going to take a break of our own. We will be right back. Jaguars climbing back a bit. The score is 19-37. 2 minutes and some change left in the first half. Don't go far. We are in the arc. Back, and Jaguars will be shooting free throws here. Coach, I got a coach's question I want to ask you. How do you feel about the opposing coach calling a timeout between free throws?
It's a strategy. You know, every coach got his own strategy, and you know, if you're a good free throw shooter, you work on that stuff during practice, during games. But that's the strategy. You call it the timeout. You wanna try to make the other team score as less points as possible. So if that's a strategy and it works for you, obviously it just worked this time because he missed the free throw. But you know, it's a personal strategy that coaches do. And it works, and sometimes it don't. So you just got to focus on making your free throws no matter what. And on this one, it benefited them.
Man, you know, I was just finna say, man, you totally right. It's a good strategy, but when they do it to us, man, it's a dirty play. I hate it.
You know, but that just goes into the reputation of them getting into the gym and just focusing on your free throws. When game is on the line, put yourself in high-pressure situations so you can just knock them down no matter what the situation or the strategy is.
Ben Underwood no good on his jumper. Knights in transition. That went way too easy for Jackson Ames. Jaguars got a minute and a half to find some answers and some energy here. Gist on the drive. Ooh.
Way to flip it up there.
Smart play from Gist. Better finish from Underwood.
Not number 5. Ooh.
Number 5 with an early Christmas present for the Jaguars.
Gave us a gift there. And he missed the rim on that one. That was surprising.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that after he's been on fire to start this game.
He got to cool off at some point. We want him to stay warm. I mean, we want him to stay cool. We don't want him to stay hot.
Well, I hope they ain't got no matches in the locker room.
I know. Let's see if we can capitalize on this.
Yes, no good on the mid-range, too.
Ooh.
And a transition foul on LaShawn Dantzler. Just under a minute left in the first half here. Marion Knights firmly in control of this one so far.
Good hands.
Sean Gist pokes that one loose, but the Knights will maintain possession here. Looks like Marion wants to take the time and get one good shot up before the end of the half.
Ooh, she's too far off, yep.
And Gus Etchinson.
That was smooth.
Can't even be mad at it.
Can't even be mad at that.
Kyle Jackson kicks out. LaShawn Dantzler with it.
There you go. There you go.
He finds some space and makes the defense pay.
Those are the 8 to 10 footers that you got to knock down. Ooh, find them, 5-0.
And the shot's up and no good, and that is the half. Jaguars behind. The score is currently 23-44. We are going to take a break here, and we will be right back with the start of the second half, so don't go far. We are in the arc.
Hello, I'm Elijah Gomez, and here's what's happening on the Jaguar Sports Update. As we enter the 9th year of GSU's athletic program, let's take a peek at some of last year's records. In men's soccer, the team earned its 4th straight playoff appearance, maintaining a perfect attendance since the beginning of the program. In women's volleyball, Ivana Novakovic became the 2nd player to record 1,000 kills. She joined outside hitter Dunia Tatis in the record books for that achievement. In men's basketball, the team won its 100th game with a 75-61 win over Cardinal Stritch. In women's basketball, the first double overtime game happened in GSU women's basketball history. Roosevelt University edged out the battle 84-83. For the full list, visit gsujaguars.com to keep up with everything Jaguar related. I'm Elijah Gomez. I'll be back with more news. See you again next time.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I represent for the Jaguars. No, I'm a fighter, yeah, I stand tall. I carry this weight on my shoulders, never a folder, I'm always gon' ball. They said that it's time for the red, and I'm about to clock in, go and then never count me, yo. I'ma always make it like a legislator, this is dedication, that's why mama made me, yo. I rise from the pavement, pedestrian since I was a baby, walking in greatness, no patience. I say life by the neck and I break it like generation, no curses, yeah. I'm living my purpose, got my eye on the prize, observing. Should've stuck, I'ma leave me close curtains, yeah. Who I do it for? I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yo, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, nation, the nation, yeah. Who I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yo, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, yeah.
Second half. Before we jump back into basketball, Coach, I got to ask you, how you feeling about our new intro?
Oh, yeah, I think it's dope. The song is dope. The beat is dope. The lyrics are dope. The video's dope. So it's a very, very, very dope video. And we're excited about it. And it's something the kids can rock to.
Oh, yeah. I want to know how you feel about seeing yourself in the video, though.
It's a little weird. You know how videos, it's a little weird, but it came out very fire like y'all told me it was going to be. So.
I tell you every time, you just got to trust me.
You do.
Yeah. And I'm glad you did trust me because my homegirl Jasmine, a.k.a. Gale, my favorite rapper out here right now, she made a fire track, and then we got a chance to put you and Coach Bates in front of the camera. And y'all gave us some magic, so
yeah, you know, it was dope. You know, I love that she just the skill set. It was amazing. So big up to Jazz, big up to her.
We trying to build brands around here at Governor State
100%.
So
100%.
Let's go ahead and continue on, have a little bit more fun. Today we got a National Food Day, so let's see what they got for me today. National Bundt Cake Day. How you feel about bundt cake?
I'm a sweets person. People don't know that about me.
I would have never guessed that.
That's why I work out so much.
Okay.
Because I'm a sweets person and I love bundt cakes.
Like, what's your go-to like flavor?
All of them except chocolate.
Really? I would have never guessed that. So you don't do chocolate. You're not doing red velvet neither?
No, I'm not a fan of red velvet. Those are the only two that I probably wouldn't go for, but the rest of them. Give me all of them. I'll try all of them.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of deferred there a bit because I need the chocolate.
Oh man.
And then I'm gonna do red velvet to mix it up, especially if the cream cheese frosting is kind of.
That was good.
I don't even like cream cheese like that, but if it's a cream cheese frosting, I'll deal with it.
It's good, but I'd rather go for the lemon or go for the birthday cake. Red velvet and chocolate kind of be.
Yeah, I can't trust everybody with a birthday cake. But
now,
the lemon for sure, but the birthday cake,
I'm not a fan, but I did hear that birthday cake you can't do. There's certain places you got to get birthday cake stuff from.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people try to get too crazy with their recipes and try to add a little bit too much razzle dazzle, and I just ain't got the time for it,
too
man.
Much sprinkles.
I'm gonna say this while we got the chance to, man. Thanksgiving is coming up, and if you showing up to a Thanksgiving and you trying out a recipe, stay at home. Do not show up to nobody's Thanksgiving
experimenting, burning pies and stuff. No.
Just stay home. And just like that, we back to basketball. Vince Davis get a bucket for the Jaguars. Y'all, somebody bring him a bundt cake.
That he deserves.
He has been hustling all night long. Hopefully we can get it to translate to the scoreboard.
Yeah, if we focus on getting this below 10 with 10 minutes to go, we'll be in a good position. So we got to focus on getting stops.
That's a tough one. I feel like the Jaguars, if I'm imagining what Coach Bates is probably saying in the locker room, and it's got to be something to the effect that we got to stop fouling on defense, and that's got to be a tough one. to start the second half.
And he misses it, so that's in our favor too.
If D was here, she would say, ball don't lie. Second free throw is good by Brody Whitaker. Dantzler bringing it up for the Jaguars. He's joined out there by Dakari Graham, Vince Davis, Kyle Jackson, and Yemi.
Ooh.
No good on the layup for Kyle Jackson.
Good defense. That's good defense.
Great defense to get that board right there for the Jaguars and to accumulate a foul on the Knights.
So Z, you've been here. So since we went to Nike with the new uniforms, how you feel about the new ones?
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I need one of them. I need the uniform. I see somebody got a deal out here. I need the hoodies, the uniforms, all the merch.
You need a little bit of everything, huh?
I need that. I think this might be my the year I finally graduate. So I'm putting my bid in.
Putting
man.
your plug in for a gift basket of merch.
I'm trying to get a stove for graduation too.
Oh, okay. Say less. I can hook you up with that one.
Oh,
I got you on that one.
Come on.
That's my word.
All right, because I need to look like I did something while I was here when I'm with my robe on. Vince Davis no good on the 2. Marion headed back the other way.
Oh.
Near steal for the Jaguars, but the Knights will maintain possession. And the bucket good for Brody Whitaker. Coach, I will say though, I like all the new Jaguar jerseys. I really like those gray ones for the ladies though.
Yeah, we took time to actually, I met with, I'm going to shout out my team right now because they keep telling me to shout them out. So here's my shout out to my team, my women's basketball players. But they, I let Angie, our seniors, our captains who've been here for the time that we've been here, that's a good and one bucket. Let them come up, and they wanted to do something different. So me, Angie, and Tabby, we spent some time over the summer and, let them design it. They wanted to go gray, and, it turned out very, very fly. They look nice in them grays.
Man, when they in here and they playing with them jerseys on, I always take a moment before the game to just be a little jealous as Rashawn Dantzler knocks down the free throw.
Well, you'll get to see our black this year, too, in our Christmas tournament.
I can't wait.
You ain't seen the black ones yet, so.
I seen them on TV. I ain't seen them in person yet, though.
And one. Oh.
Ooh, no good in the transition for Dakari Graham there, but he will get a trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good for Dakari Graham.
Yeah, first half, I think we were 1 for 8 from the free throw line.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, we got to knock these free ones down. And that's a good start. Jaguars. Good. There you go. That's another stop.
Got lucky getting the travel right there from Gus Etchinson. He's having quite a night. He's shooting 5 from 9 from the field and 4 for 7 from the three-point line. Good drive from the Jaguars.
Get in there, ball.
Vince Davis can't quite clean up the mess, but he'll have a trip to the free throw line.
Sometimes you got to talk to the basketball. That ball got to drop. That ball got to drop for that and one.
And again, we talked about it all night long. We got to make these free throws.
There you go.
First one was good for Vince Davis. Second one, no good for Vince. Knights whipping it around. No good on. Oh, that bucket did go. I was talking about Kyle. I seen he tried to go for the block. The block didn't happen. But the Knights do get the bucket. Kari Graham with it. He's driving, kicks to Yemi.
Short.
And the Knights get another rebound.
Yeah, we gotta start making these little 18-footers, 12-footers. We gotta all the way to the basket.
That was way too easy. Dantzler directing traffic for the Jaguars. Graham for three. No good. Knights with the rebound. They dump it down low, where they've had a size advantage all night long. And Nolan Foster gets the bucket and the trip to the line.
Yeah, well, you can swap out 6'10" for 6'11" and keep going back and forth. We got to work a little harder than that. The Jaguars got to work a little harder than getting them off the block like that.
I totally agree. Jeremiah Johnson checking in for Rashawn Dantzler. And the free throw is good for Foster. Johnson bringing it up for Gov State. Screen from Davis.
Good pass. There you go. Good pass.
And great ball control right there for Vince Davis to get
Good,
in the
Kyle.
air and keep the ball away from the defender and finish the two. And that three-pointer is good by Dylan Moles.
Yeah, those wide open threes that we're giving up, Marion is knocking those down.
Jaguars got to find a way to limit those threes and turnovers for that matter.
Good contest.
Way to make that a hard shot to make for Dakari Graham.
Good, Kyle.
Kyle Jackson out the corner for three. Jaguars still trying to cut into that lead. Need a stop
back.
here.
There you go.
And that's the stop we asked for. Let's see if we can get a bucket. Johnson for three.
There we go.
Splash in transition.
That's how you turn defense into offense.
I'd like to see him do it again.
And then again.
And some more. Gotta stay with him.
Gotta stay with him. Yeah, but there you go. Oh.
That's a tough one.
Those are the ones that we talked about first half when, you know, you let them play aggressive first half and then those little touch fouls get kind of frustrating for the players.
Yes, it does. And we're going to take a timeout courtesy of Marion University. And we're going to take a break in our broadcast. The score right now is 39 for the Jaguars, 60 for the Knights. Don't go far. We are in the arc. Jalen Levy checking in for the Jaguars. Knights moving it around.
Got to box out.
Ooh,
There you go.
tough rebound right there, but the Jaguars do get it courtesy of Nick McCosh. Nolan Foster picks up the foul. Jalen Levy bringing it up for the Jaguars. Ben Underwood from outside.
There you go. Couple more of those, we'll be right back in it.
A few stops will go a long way too.
Ooh,
Jaguars have made their last three-pointers.
when you play good defense like that, you got to get a box out. You got to get a box out. You got to put a body on these 6'10", 6'11" guys.
And another foul there on Jeremiah Johnson. I know I'm a little biased, but I felt like that was probably going to be a jump ball, but I don't got no striped shirt on. My shirt clearly says Gov State, so they ain't not going to listen to me. Knights moving it around, looking to add to their lead.
Ah, that's too easy.
Yeah, it's tough. You played good defense for that whole possession.
But
And
29 seconds.
just let that one slip up right there. They dump it down low, couldn't get the entry pass, but Jaguars will maintain possession after the foul. Jeremiah Johnson knocks down the two.
Yep, I heard Coach Bates say keep chipping. That's all you got to do is worry about the next possession.
Knights moving it around. Good ball movement for this team. And that pays off. Dylan Moles knocks down the mid-range two. And a blocking foul. Jaguars getting a few calls to go their way. Max Gizzy picks up the foul for the Knights.
Yeah. So now we're in the bonus for the rest of the half. So we got to take advantage of that. But then we got to make these free throws.
Levy knocks down the first free throw. He's gifted a second chance here. And like you said, we are in the bonus, so we got something going our way, so we just got to take advantage of it.
There you go. Those are the communications. Number 5 and number 0, you got to find them.
Yeah. Another one for Josh Bryan. And the Knights got numbers here. Wakash with the rebound for the Jaguars, and we're headed back the other way. Nick McCosh for 3, and he knocks it down. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break in the broadcast, so don't go far. The score right now is 49-67. Knights up over the Jaguars. We're in the arc, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back. 11 minutes left in this second half of play here. And you got to love the arc. So many of our Jaguars here coming out to support. And T-Mac, we got your team in the house.
Yeah, they're going to give a shout out to my ladies women's basketball players standing over there on the side. Look, she's going over there to the rest of the team.
I'm not going to lie. She's definitely one of my favorite Jaguars. I know people don't believe me when I say it because I say it all the time, but
there they go. They're our lady women's basketball players.
It's like that whole section is my favorite Jaguars right now.
They was waving now. Look, they was waiting for that moment.
They was ready for their close-up.
Tatum don't know she had the shine all the way over there to the bleachers.
Yeah, wait till she see this one. And that layup way too easy for the Knights. Jaguars have got to make it way harder for Gavin Foe there. Nick McCosh with it up top. Ooh. And a turnover. Moving screen for the Knights. Gives the ball back to the Jaguars.
Second foul on Gavin Foe. Gus Atchison, number 0 from Marion.
Yemi with it up top. Jaguars moving the ball around well. Jeremiah Johnson for 3. No good.
Good. You're right.
And a collision on the floor here. Yemi a little slow to get up. Foul is on Josh Bryan. Looked to fell on top of Lutillo.
Yeah, he's grabbing his ankle.
You always hate to see those ankle injuries.
Yeah, you watch it when you're going up a rebound and there's a whole lot of people in there trying to go for the one orange ball that's out there. It gets tough, but he's a tough kid. He'll get up and he'll knock these free throws down. That's what we're gonna claim.
Yeah, you see it. Taking a look at that replay, he definitely he fell right on top of his lower body, all his leg area, and he is up off the floor, working his way off to the sideline here to get some attention. And like you said, it's a tough guy right there, so I'm expecting him to be back out there soon. Nick McCosh shooting free throws.
Oh.
Oh, they got a foul on Ben Underwood there.
Some full court pressure from the Jaguars. I like this strategy right here from Coach Bates.
Yeah, tall task for the Jaguars right now with 10 minutes left in this game, but 10 minutes is a lot of time, so anything's possible.
Oh, good hands.
Nick McCosh in the passing lane. Jaguars in transition. And Nick McCosh is going to get a chance to shoot some free throws here. Max Gizzy picks up the foul here.
He'll take that roll.
First free throw good for Nick.
There you go.
And he does hit them both. Knights bringing it up here.
Ooh.
A lot of fight, and the Knights end up with it. Good on that three-pointer, and the Jaguars in transition. And Underwood from outside.
Short.
Just a tad bit short on that three.
And I think that was, he didn't let him land. The refs missed that one.
Yeah. But like I always say, we don't got no striped shirts up here, so.
And that'd be the most frustrating thing as a coach. You can't make the calls for them, so sometimes you just gotta coach through it and make sure your players work through it and just focus in on the game plan.
I tell you, that's real frustrating for a broadcaster too, man. I can give y'all all the keys to the game, but sometimes it just don't work out that way.
See, I think we're looking for the foul too much. When we know we're not going to get no calls from the refs, you know, we got to stop looking for the fouls. We got to play through it and expect the contact and focus and lock in on making the shots.
Mm-hmm. Got to play for the win. You don't play for the refs. And that layup, good for the Knights. Drive doesn't produce a bucket, but it looks like we might got some free throws coming. And we got a timeout from Marian University, so we're going to take a timeout in our broadcast. Don't go far. We will be back. Jaguars 51, Knights 71. We are in the arc. We are back, and you see some more of our Jaguars there. Got the volleyball team mixed in with the women's basketball team over there.
You know, one thing that I do like about our Jaguars is they support one another. Our teams and our players, they are a real tight-knit group in our athletics, and you catch them at every game supporting one another. So it's real good to see the environment that we're creating here.
Oh, not only do they come out to the games to support the fellow Jaguars, y'all showed up to the film showcase for the students.
We did. That was a great film you made, Z. That was a great film.
I appreciate it, man. They've been streaming the movie too, and I've been getting a lot of feedback. I've been getting feedback from your players too. So
we've been talking about it. Like, they was real proud of you for that. So good job. Job well done.
Don't have me up here crying, man. And if I do cry, they better not put this camera on me.
Hey, I'm gonna let them know. I'm like, he's shedding a tear, y'all. He's shedding a tear.
I'm gonna hold it together because we got about 8 minutes left, and I'm only gonna cry if the Jaguars come back and win this one.
Hey, I mean, there's always something that can happen in 8 minutes.
It
so
is,
you gotta stick to it.
Yeah, give me a reason. Y'all seen me crying in the movie. I'll cry right now. Nice ball movement. Does produce a three-pointer for Josh Bryan. Tough night for the Jaguars. Every time they look to figure something out, the Knights respond with a bucket. Jeremiah Johnson knocks one out down from downtown. Ball zipping around this half of the court. Knights being very patient, running some clock here, making it really hard for the Jaguars to get back into this one.
Man, Those are some tough contested makes. Like, those are tough contested makes, man. That's some good defense, but that's just a better shot.
Yeah, that the fall away jumper. If you gonna hit it like that, I mean, what can you do?
That's nothing but, I guess he got to do the MJ shrug after that.
Kyle Jackson no good for his two-pointer.
That's number 5 again.
And Josh Bryant hits another three. I believe he is 6 for 7 right now from outside. And Governor State has been forced into a timeout, so we're going to take a break in the broadcast, and we will be back. Scores 56-79, Knights ahead of the Jaguars. We are in the arc. Back, you get a shot at the referees right there. They've been calling this one.
That's all you can say, huh?
I try not to be critical of the referees because that ain't my place. Also, it's one referee that come out to these games. I think he usually do the women's games, but he always come and let me know I'm watching you. So.
Yeah, they tell me the same thing before my game, so.
He tell me every time he come here, he just like, hey, we going to have a good one, a nice civilized game. It was one game where I think he said me and Hadia was really laying into him, and he ain't like that.
Hey, man, y'all just call it how you see it, right?
That's what I told him. I say, hey, I'm doing what you do. I call it like I see it, man.
Just like you can't put on no striped jersey, they can't put on no headphones,
Can't come up here and put this headset on, man.
Now you got to knock him down.
LaShawn Gist fouled on his way to the cup. Jaguars could really use some energy right now.
Yeah, and that's one thing we stress as coaches. Like, you got to have energy no matter where the point is in the game. Like, you never know what can happen. I didn't see teams come down from 20 with 7 minutes to go. And it's just about the energy and effort you put into it. The bench got to do a better job of talking and getting their teammates going too.
And this is supposed to be a home court advantage for the Jaguars, and the Knights have got it pretty silent in here.
Yeah, and we know how loud the arc can get when the crowd's involved.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, crazier things have happened, so if Jaguars can find a spark to light this building on fire, and hopefully we can get something. And that's not quite it, as Brody Whitaker gets an easy 2 at the cup.
There you go.
Sean Gist gets the 2-pointer on the drive. And collision and bodies hitting the floor here. And the foul is on Jalen Levy. Nobody on this side of the room believes that.
Yeah, Jalen and I went to the same high school, so shout out to Rich East.
Okay, I heard you a legend over there.
You know, I try to do what I did when in high school and just work hard and reap the benefits of putting on for my high school. So it was a fun time. I made my family proud, I can say that.
I feel like you made a lot more than just your family proud. T-Mac a legend out here.
Yeah, I try to do right by the game.
I like the modesty. I love the modesty. That's how I would approach the situation.
Yeah, it's just about the effort you put in. You put in the effort to the game that you love, and it'll treat you well. It'll treat you right. You put in the time in there. So everything that I did, that's kudos to my coach who's still coaching at Rich Township right now, to my mom, my sister. Everybody put in time. I was a gym rat in high school, so I was in the gym 24/7. So the game treated me well because I treated it well. So kudos to basketball.
No good on that free throw. Knights have been shooting it well. They've been shooting over 50% from outside. No good on that three-pointer for Jeremiah Johnson. And a bucket right there for Brody Whitaker, just bullying his way to the rim.
Yeah, he's been taking contact all night. He's been fighting through contact all night. I kind of felt like he dipped his shoulder, though. That's a tough card to do when you dip your shoulder, make your body cave in. There's no way we can contest that. So,
Yeah, I can tell Nick was having a hard time dealing with it. It might have been because of that shoulder being dipped. Jaguars maintain possession after the missed shot. Gets no good on the layup, but he will have a chance at the free throw line here after the foul from Jackson Ames.
is this his first time at the line?
I feel like we've seen him here tonight. But we do need these free throws.
Oh, because, you know, that was one of the he was one of the key athletes that we had before the game, and he was 100% from the free throw line. So that one almost messed it up right there. So let's make this one perfect right here.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to jinx it.
There we go. That's
All
the way
right.
to prove commentators wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that 100% to last the whole season, but ride that thing out, man.
Yeah, as long as you can, because we'll still take 90.
Yeah, I'll take 85 if you got it.
Man, I'll take 80, because right now, free throws is scarce.
Yeah,
Find them.
Free throws, man. You got to get them and you got to hit them.
The energy picked up a little bit. Oh.
And Dylan Moles changing directions in the air, getting that one to go, and a trip to the free throw line. Vince Davis picks up the foul here. Levy hands off to Johnson. Yes, gets the two-pointer to go.
You got to run. You got to run. You got to run. Ah.
He left the guy open. They do not make the Jaguars pay. Levy in transition.
There you go. There's the and one.
I love seeing Levy in transition because when he's headed downhill like that with a head of steam, he is a dangerous man.
Yeah, he got that change of crossover. It was not a traditional below crossover. He throws it out in front crossover and uses his body to make that contact happen. I like that move.
Yeah, as a defender, it kind of make you want to go for the steal when he's throwing it over like that, which is going to be easy for him to get the contact at that point. No good
There
on
you
the
go,
free
Vince.
throw, but Vince couldn't clean up the mess. Etchinson with it for the Knights.
Good, LaShawn.
Near turnover for the Jaguars in transition. And the handoff to Vince Davis. He gets the two under the basket. Shot out Jalen Levy with the dime.
LaShawn up there working, though. He's getting his hands on a lot of balls. Ooh.
Vince Davis puts Nolan Foster at the line for some free throws here. We shooting free throws the rest of the way here. No good on the first one for Foster. Some substitutions here for the Knights. Second free throw for Foster is good. Jaguars roll it in to try to save some time. Johnson to Levy.
Spin.
Ooh.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy the heights you got to go through to kind of get a trip to the line here.
But it's usually that I'm just standing on the sideline as a coach. I complain a lot about contact that my players get, and I just keep hearing, Coach, they're fading away. They're fading away. We can't give them a call if they're avoiding the contact. So, like I feel like we missed a lot of fouls in previous years because, we avoiding contact instead of just fighting to go through it. So I think we need to focus on making the shot. And if the contact comes, you either get an and one or you get 2 free throws. Or you make the bucket and not depend on the ref to make those calls.
Exactly.
Because we ain't going to get them anyway.
I wouldn't anticipate it happening. And the outside shot for Gizzy is good. Jeremiah Johnson knocks one down in response.
Coming to 0. Yep. Okay. Oh. Come on, y'all.
And the Knights maintain possession after quite a fiasco. The Knights have been shooting it very well here tonight.
Yeah, I know first half they were shooting almost 57% from the field. That's a high percentage.
Yeah, they really shooting very well from the field, the free throw line, and the three-point line.
Well, the first half from the 3, they was 47%, so that's high for the 3. That's a 56, 47, and 100% from the free throw line. That's a tough stat line.
That makes me very uncomfortable as a Jaguar fan.
And then also, too, remember, some of those was contested.
Apparently not enough of them. Yeah, the energy is just not here for this final 95 seconds of play.
Man, you always gotta have energy. You always gotta have it, no matter what. You always gotta have energy. You play the game. Like I said when I was talking about myself in high school, you just play the game because this is a privilege that we have. So you work hard every time that you're on the court, no matter what that score says, no matter what the time is on the court. You owe the game that much. So energy is big for our sport.
Yeah, that's how I always approach the game too. Back when I used to play in gym class, I always gave it 110%.
Always, no matter where you at, you put everything in. You put 110% in everything that you do, you'll have a successful life. And success does not always mean the money that you get in your bank account. It means how well you do your job, how good of a person you are. So you got to pour into that and buy into that, and that's the energy that we need. If my team ever down 20, we want to still play. We want to still have fun. The game is fun no matter what that score is. You have fun because this is a privilege. Ooh.
Gets with it for the Jaguars. Hands off to Johnson.
Good pass.
Gets left alone inside, and he makes him pay.
Oh, he caught that ball deep in the.
And it looks like the Knights are going to look to run some clock here.
Good job, LaShawn.
Kyle Jackson with it in transition. And he gets the easy 2-point layup. And again, the Knights look to attempt to run some clock here. I still got the feeling they're going to try to get up one more three before
Yeah, I don't think they're
game
going
is
to take
over.
the violation.
Not these guys.
Not these guys. Ooh, that's a tough screen. Ooh, and they get it.
El Haj Diallo knocks down the outside shot. Levy gets roughed up on the drive, but no whistle. And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Final score 76-95. Knights come in here and remain undefeated as they leave the arc. Tough game for the Jaguars, but Coach, I'm interested to know if you noticed any bright spots for the Jaguars, any takeaways that they can take to move forward in the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think we rebounded the ball very well. I know in first half we out-rebounded them, so that's always a good thing when you look at the stat sheet and you're out-rebounding your opponent. So I think that's something that we can build on, because then those become offensive rebounds and then they become points. So you focus in on that. And I also think that at points in the game, we played some good defense. Marion, they hit a lot of contested shots tonight. So, you build on those principles and those disciplines, and I think we'll be better next game. But I think we did a very good job of rebounding the ball. We just gotta stay locked into the scout report a little more and stay disciplined, which is one of the keys of the game.
Yeah, I think we got to do a better job of making sure they got these keys to the game ahead of time to make sure that they are prepared. So that's on me. I'll take that.
Yeah, you got to get at the coach base a little earlier.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Coach, did you have fun here tonight?
I did. It's always good. It's always good coming here and being able to watch basketball. I was going to be here anyway to support our Jaguars, so giving me the opportunity to come up here, I love always. I give you a hard time about getting me to do stuff, but when I do
Yes,
it,
you do.
I truly enjoy it,
You
though.
kill
I
it
truly
every time.
enjoy it. When you get me in here, I do enjoy it every day.
And you welcome at any time. Anytime you want to come do this again, I don't care who's sitting up here. Y'all going to have to get out the way for T-Mac, man.
So it was a pleasure. It was. I really enjoyed watching the game and hearing how you do your job. We truly appreciate you, as always, the time that you give to our programs and our sports. I know for sure our players enjoy it, the media department, and what you guys do for us. It's a big deal for our program. So great job to you guys. I'm just here. I'm just fitting in y'all's system.
Hey, don't have me up here crying, man. Before I get to the waterworks working, you got any shout-outs you want to give before we wrap this thing up?
Of course, we already shout out my girls, but also too just want to give a shout out for us. We won't be back until the end of November. The 29th, we'll be back here in the ARC. Our next 4 or 5 games are on the road. We leave to go to Michigan Friday. So, we'll get down there. We start conference on Tuesday. So if y'all want to see women's basketball play, we will be in action on the 29th, and that is a conference game. So
Okay, y'all going to do me like that, but I guess I'll just wait to see y'all again.
And you're more than welcome to travel. So,
Hey, Don't gas me up, man. Before this get way too out of hand and I become a member of T-Mac's team, we're going to wrap things up. So for everybody here in the ARC, everybody back in Control Room A, Coach T-Mac, Z, thanks for watching. We see you next time.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I represent for the Jaguars. No, I'm a fighter, yeah, I stand tall. I carry this weight on my shoulders, never a folder. I'm always gon' ball. Instead of it's time for the red, and I'm about to clock in, go and then never count me, yo. I'ma always make it like a legislator. This is dedication, this why mama made me, yo. I rise from the pavement, but that's just since I was a baby, walking in greatness, no patience. I say life by the neck and I break it like generation, no curses, yeah. I live in my purpose, got my eye on the prize, observant. Should've stuck, I'ma leave me close curtains, yeah. Who I do it for? I say I do it for the nation, the nation. Yeah, I do it for the nation, the nation. I say I do it for the nation, the nation, yeah. Who I say I do it motion, yeah.